What we have here is the new Wahoo SPEEDPLAY Zero pedals, as well as the cleats fully disassembled, and we're going to set them up on our shoes as well as our bike. Now, at first glance, the cleats are a lot more complicated than your standard Look or Shimano setup. You can see there's multiple pieces with covers and adapters. So we're going to go over how to install those properly. What we have here is our FLR FXX shoes. Really great shoe, good value, carbon fiber sole. You can see it's a 3-bolt configuration, which means you do need to use an adapter plate that's provided with your pedals. As you can see with the adapter plate, it's a 3-bolt to 4-bolt. So SPEEDPLAY is a 4-bolt design. It's really rare to find a 4-bolt shoe, although they do exist. Hopefully with Wahoo's new investment in the pedals, you will be able to find more of those shoes on the market. Until then, you do have to use this little adapter. It adds a little bit of stack to your pedals, but makes it really compatible with any shoe on the market. Now, what you'll notice on the adapter is you have these little blue shims, and you also have thicker shims included with the pedals. Now, what you want to ensure with the adapter is that it sits nice and flush. So when it's bolted down, you shouldn't really see any gaps. And as you can see here, it looks pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and set this up. You have 2 sets of hardware. You have the longer metallic bolt and then the black shorter one. And you want to use the shorter one if you didn't have the adapter, the longer one if you are using the adapter, as we are doing here. Torque specs on these are 4 Newton meters, so just definitely don't over tighten them, as you can damage your shoe or the adapter itself. So you want to place these in here, and then you can see there's a lot of adjustment. So you can actually go fore and aft quite a bit, and that's on top of the adjustment you have with a lot of shoes. So really easy to find the perfect fit. So once you have this fully set up, now you want to put the actual cleats on. So these are all labeled too, so right hand, right hand. So you want to make sure on the right it actually points to the right, as this will actually go to the pedal body. So make sure you place it correctly. And then you can see these little holes line up with the 4 bolts. You also want to make sure you have this protective cover on. This is a little metal cover. It should already be installed, but might have come off. Make sure it's not attached to the actual rubber cover. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to put this on. So if it's come off, you just simply place it back in, and it should just click into place. So once you have that on and correct orientation, you simply line up the bolts and then put the screws in here. So this is where the actual 4-bolt setup comes in. If you didn't have the adapter plate in a proper 4-bolt shoe, you could simply skip that adapter plate and attach this right to the bottom of the shoe for a very low stack height. The tension on these is supposed to be 2.5 Newton meters, but again, just don't over tighten it. Here you can see you can also adjust the left and right positioning. I've left it centered here, but you could easily loosen this and then go left and right for a better fit depending on your anatomy. So once you have that tight, the last step is to simply place the walkable cleat cover on. Again, orientate it correctly. You want the little cutout to be pointed toward the actual cutout in the cleat. And they simply snap into place. So you just provide some tension. And there you go. So you can see once it's installed properly, everything should be nice and flush. If you ever need to take these off to make any adjustments, there's a little cutout here, so you can put a little flathead and then pop this off really easily.